All right, guys, we are now live. I'm joined by some of my really good friends. I'm excited for Space Tour. I love space. Space is awesome. I want to introduce to you some of my good friends who are joining us through Zoom. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Hey,
We got Brian Voice, we got Luca, we got Wooloop. Anyone else I'm missing? I sometimes don't get to see everybody. How are you guys doing?
doing
Seagull
good.
just
I'm excited
made
for
it.
this.
Seagull's here too. Awesome.
Yeah, I
Yes.
joined.
He's made it.
Just, just made a major investment just before we started.
Ooh, well, excited to hear some of that. But I think space, I think, is one of the coolest things us as humans have to enjoy. I mean, we look at it from far away, and there's so much that we don't know. I don't know. There's something about that's magical. So I'm excited to get into this tour and enjoy it with all of you. We'll just see who's all in the chat. First of all, huge shout out to SwiftJar. I see he joined. He's not going to be able to be here the whole time. But if you haven't seen Kart Talk, this latest episode, we had an all Aussie slash also New Zealand cast, and it was an absolute blast. We'll definitely have to have you on next time, Luca. But there's already been people begging for a part two Aussie Kart Talk. It was a lot of fun. So huge shout out to SwiftJar, who I see is out there. I see Monk's Music, I see Shohei, I see Puffton. What's up? Alchemist. I see Paul. I see David G. What's going on, guys? I see Alfie. I see Eva Taco, Clyde and his soundtracks, Godluck. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Who here walked away with both me suits, the black me suit and the question block from this past week's rank? What do you guys both? Anyone double victorious?
Yeah, of
no,
course.
Probably.
Anyone who didn't?
I actually decided to tear down. It wasn't worth it.
Which
Okay.
week?
Which week?
Week two.
Did you already
I
have?
just could. It the loadouts for Baby Park. It's the one that killed me.
Baby Park was rough, man. Baby Park was rough. Did you have Larry Wintertime? Was it tough just trying to get all the
Yeah.
points?
I took him to level 4, but I kind of regret it now.
So you just regret it just because you didn't enjoy the experience of like trying to get all the points and stuff?
I just didn't like week 2 in general. Those tracks are rough.
I don't know. I kind of liked them all. They were all like, I think Baby Park. I didn't like Baby Park, but the other two were one of my two favorite rank tracks in a while, just because they were high action count. I mean, it was just so much fun.
That's kind of why I liked week 1 with the Sky Garden. That was fun.
Sky Garden. Yeah, Sky Garden was a lot
I
of
think
fun.
every new track was really nice. They did a really good job. Not many people like the tour because of not having what we wanted for New Year's, but I took what we had and I really had fun with it. And I thought it was just amazing. Every track was really nice.
We got some
I
people.
think the new RTs.
Go ahead. Sorry, Siegel.
I think the new RTs besides Baby Park, but that's because Baby Park in general is just not so
Yeah,
fun.
you can't do much about it.
They tried at least. It was an interesting concept, but still too short. But I liked all the other ones. They were all like nice, chill 200 tracks. It's fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good. Got a couple people who were double victorious. We got Eva Taco, Clyde and his soundtracks, David G. Guy said he skipped out on the black me suit. Wanted to tear down for easier competition. So I understand that black was not as necessarily as essential as the question mark. But if you already had the question block, like I got probably the question mark, and I'll get coins. I'll get coins. So let's see how it is. I'm really excited. Huge shout out to Puffton, who put together the space background. Again, like I said, something magical about space. Let's open up the space tour. We got a lot to get into, and hopefully we'll get into some battle mode here at the end. Looks like straight off the bat, we see Rainbow Road, Boo Lake T. Oof, I'm not a big Boo Lake T fan. Well, I didn't like the RT. That was probably my least favorite track of the entire All Cup ranking last tour. Was Boo Lake RT and Ghost Valley RT. Those were both two miserable tracks for All Cup.
Ghost Valley 2RT is a really bad track. I really do. That big ramp and the glider section, it just doesn't work, especially with the coin box. It's just not a good one.
House of Castle 3 RT is pretty bad too.
I mentioned it on the last tour reveal that my least favorite RT course in the last tour was the like one of the remix Rainbow Roads, where it was just like one of those weeks during the Corona time when intern 4 was out, or 3, whoever he was, and I just felt like they did kind of a lazy remix there.
Remix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated the Rainbow Road track, but I got really lucky in All Cup Ring, which I don't mind actually showing you. This was the Rainbow Road RT last tour.
Oh crap!
Got 70.
Oh,
I got
wow.
213 actions. It was an absolute monster. I think it was ironically a banana coin box with 2 singles, but the main key was the coin box frenzy at the end. If you can get a coin box frenzy on that last stretch, again, it's a super long stretch. There should have been another item box. There's only 2. But along that stretch, if you can get a coin box frenzy, it was absolutely monster. So really fun score. Because there's 2 tracks, for last tour's All Cup ranking, I only got that good score on one of them. The other one, I still had like a gain of like 8,000 still left on it. But it was a lot. It ended up growing on me. It was okay. Cool. All right, so I did get first place. Did get the question mark, which I got the 6,000 coins, unfortunately. But hey, that's the downside of having something at level 8 quad capped. We did get the green pit crew toad and a little gold pipe here. So what we get. Oh, Wicked Topaz. I guess that's in the gold
5K
pipe
coins,
now.
you take that.
Hey, I'll take the
Nice.
coins, but Wicked Topaz. Was that always in the pipe like this?
I
Yes.
just got it in the
Yeah.
in my multiplayer pipe.
Yeah, it's in there now.
Okay. It's hard keeping up with what's all in that pipe, which is a good problem, because that
Yeah.
helps a lot of players. I mean, honestly, that's probably the one thing we don't talk about a lot is how important that expansion is, because we get so many gold pipes between, Premium Challenge Plus, and multiplayer pipes. Now, I did hear that they nerfed some of the odds though for
Again.
some of the pipes. Again,
For multiplayer,
it
really?
might have been just multiplayer. But yeah,
They nerfed it last time. I think it was 15% to 10% for the quick tickets, and there's a few other things.
yeah.
I hope they haven't done it again. That's very unnecessary.
Yeah, keep them coming. I will say, so I finished. I did All Cup ranking, just a little bit more aggressive this time. So just kind of focusing on getting every track below at least 10,000 gains. So I got 91% for All Cup ranking. I probably put about 35 hours into it over the course of 2 weeks. But yeah, so I finished, I think, with 2.4. I think it was 2.425. And it was just a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed the tracks. They were a lot of fun. Finished second place on my friends list. I know I had a couple friends that went for top 10, including Rashid, which I think he talked to him a little bit last night. He was felt like pretty close. He would need 1 out of 4 people for him to beat. But it was looking at this morning. In fact, I think I'll pull it up here. On the Inside Out, Game Ramy was at 10, where she was there at 11. I don't know if he was able to pull it out, but I know there were some other people trying to jump in, like Zephiel was there too. Shout out to Natalie. He was at like 2.576, 78 at the reset of yesterday around lunchtime. And then Cianillo was going for it. I think he finished at 2.55, so I think he was just, he was top 20 for sure. My friend Johnny there in the top 20. But there, you see with not 24, I'll probably finish 25 when it's all said and done. But it was actually a really fun tour to do All Cup ranking. But I did pretty well in my friends list. I was second place to Kareem 2 weeks in a row. Kareem is just absolutely crushing it right now. He's you got a 61 on Cheap Island, and 60 on Piranha Plant Slide, and 53 on Baby Park RT. For myself, this was a unique move that I made, but I really like Gold Petey. I missed out. I hadn't invested into Gold Yoshi, didn't invest into Gold Chuck, and went into Petey. And in the spreadsheet, he has 8 unique coin box tracks for me. So I quad capped him. I just said, you know what? Why not? He's got the giant hitbox. He's up. He's emerging. So yeah, quad capped PD Piranha Gold. I got 64,000 on Piranha Plant Slide. That was a really fun track. Cheap Cheap Island RT was an absolute blast too. Baby Park. I had the Santa Me, so I had fun with it, but I think I might have spent 15 minutes on that track total between the two variations. Just got my lucky 7, single lucky 7 coin, and I think maybe a banana, and was donezo. So again, sorry to those who were grinding for hours and hours. I can't feel your pain. To round up the friends list, Ian Helock absolutely crushed it too. He got 159. I have C. Nillo, actually might have accidentally skipped him, 161 there. He got some good scores as well. It looks like he quad capped Gold PD as well. But he does have Larry Wintertime triple uncapped level 8. So he crushed it too. Frenzy Grind 157, Carlos at 158, Jeeves at 145. Ronnie 144, G Siegel. That's pretty high for you, man. 141. What was the score you were most proud of?
Well, both of the Piranha Plant Slide and Cheap Cheap Island were like 200 runs. They were good. I mean, I suppose I had a decent run on Baby Park. That track was pretty hard to hit the estimate on. Can't lie. Okay. I think they were all just pretty good runs.
You gotta, maybe it's just your loadout, because you are crushing the PD loadout with the Piranha Pipes and the Piranha Plant Balloons, and also the Luigi hat too. So that probably catapulted you that 141. 141 is a beast score, man.
Good stuff, bro.
Cool. We got Raz 141, Nikki V 137, Raker 136, Edita 134, Montana 134, Shadow Legend 134. Got tickets. I'm trying to remember who that is. I think that's Big Brolo or something. Antilev 131, Matt Allridge 128, Bob Blob Blob 128, Draco 126, Larry 126, Luca 123. Man, which one were you the most proud of? Gold. Hey, gold. Really, hey, look at this gold construction hat.
That is one of the best looking gliders I've seen in a while. I just said, regardless of what I'm doing, I'm buying the pack. I'm gonna take it up. I'm gonna run with it. Gives me a few tracks as it is. Unfortunately, didn't get the best buffs this tour, but I love it. It will give me something down the line. And now that I'm at a point where I'm getting that many tickets per tour with these premium challenges,
yeah,
I need to be investing in something and having fun with it. So I just thought I'll go with that. But the runs were just like really, really easy runs. I didn't go for anything crazy. I got like 180, 170 on the 2 first tracks, and then Baby Park was just one quick run, but didn't want to overbake, didn't want to get too much of a score, and then get a crazy rank the next week. But yeah, I got first pretty easily.
Nice. Let me ask you this: so that the gold hard hat does it looks like it shows Mario's logo on there. Does it change? Does the logo change based on who you use, or does it stay Mario?
No. It's just actually no. That is a good question.
It doesn't.
I believe it'd be Mario.
It doesn't change,
but it should be the same. But that's the first gold premium challenge item, and I can believe that would be somewhat paywalled. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
I mean, it's the most expensive item we can get right now.
Possibly get right now.
So there's, I do think they want us to like really like it, and so I could see them coming out the gates hot. We'll see what happens.
Well, I can tell you, it didn't get buffed well this tour at all. Got really, really bad buffs. So
okay,
I think it might be a long-term thing. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, I appreciate the transparency. It's I like hearing unbiased. Like, hey, didn't walk away.
Of course not, man. Yeah. You got to tell the truth.
I love it, man. Hero 120. We got Shy Guy Kart 119. Frenzy Fans 118. Crazy 118. B-Rad Geo 118. Terrence 117. Groovy 117. This be Chris 116. Issa 116. Sammy D 114. Spy 2K 113. Snuffles 112. Luis Braille 111. Brian Boyce, you got a 111 as well. Looks like you're pretty invested into Larry Wintertime, huh? How do you feel about it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I like to have. I don't bring many coin boxers to level 7 or 8 these days, but I like to have them at 6. So I think I did that in the first week's ranked, it was fun with all the coin boxers. I'll just say that as far as the gold hard hat, I don't have it, but I expect that to be good, like you're saying, Luca, as far as, the commemorative things these days, since the elimination of gotcha seem to be the best. But that thing with the premium plus, I think it's going to be good. Remember, a Black Crate sale wasn't really good right away. And then it just took off, like, afterwards. And StudFit, solid with the gold PD Piranha. I still have it just single cap level 6, but you can't go wrong bringing a large size coin boxer all the way up, because it's just gonna give you that coverage versus the Larry Wintertime, which it could be more dangerous to bring that all the way up.
I like the beefy hip boxes, man. You can't buy the beef, man. That's one thing I enjoy about Gold PD. And this track was absolutely fun. So we actually had the Piranha Plant slides as our action count competition track of the tour, and so crazy, not to be confused with crazy with a C and an I. So crazy crushed it with 247, as you can see there. 273 actions on Piranha Plant Slide RT. An absolute beast run for him. So he's our action count competition champion after Bobcat won it 3 weeks in a row, which was unprecedented. So shout out to So Crazy for that phenomenal run. I just saw him on here, as you can see, at that 42K with a not the greatest loadout. So that's huge for him. See Nugsy at 106, Zooms at 106, 96 for Mary T, Viking 93, Braden 88, Millie 84, SM Bros 82, 80 for Marco. Waloop, you got 74, and then N2CJN with 36. Any run specifically? I know you finally got 21K on Baby Park RT, huh?
That track was just not fun to grind.
You even had the combo cruiser too. That probably would have helped a little bit with the hitbox, but it is what it is. It's a windy track. It's it's figure 8, coins flying everywhere. It's not quite super fun. So I get it. Cool, awesome guys. Let's get into the tour. We actually have a lot of skills to start out with. We got 3 brand new drivers that we predicted what skill they would have. So we'll get into that first. But it looks like starting off this just a little bit closer to level 99 for the tier. I know Luca and I agree that maybe a tier 100 gift could be released once we get to tier 99. Who knows? Might be right away. Might be a little bit in the future. We'll have to see on that. Let's get into all right. So wow, that cart looks so cool. Blooper shuffle cart. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Let's get to skill. We'll start with what the community believes from their predictions. Let's go to tour predictions. I took pictures of all these last night, and I was like, man, this is exhausting. So when it comes to Pink Pit Crew Toad, we had 41 people vote for Heart. So I am going to read through all these if it is Heart, but otherwise I'll... for sake of time, I will skip on that. We did get E-Deedle vote for the Banana Barrels, and Vero Kisa, N2CJN, and Frenzy Grind voting for Bubble. So before we go any further, let's just check out what this brand new super has. Not that maybe too surprising, but yeah, guys, here we are. Heart for Pink Toad. No surprise there. So congratulations to So Crazy, Eva Taco, the G Seagull, Raker, Alex4259, Millie, Cloington, MSD, Chow, myself, I guess, Shy Guy Kart, Wooloop, B-Rad Geo, Nap, Crainbow, Blah, Captain Evan, Crazy, Jilly Bean, Terrence, Luca, Tyler32, Nikki V, Spy2K, General Meow, Firestorm, Snuffles, Hero of the Skies, Beer, Cade, Issa, Ronnie Cash, Kareem, Priska, Justa Arne, Matt Aldridge, Raz, Natenja, Temporary Dark, Adam82, Marco89, Andy S, UK. So thank you guys for just voting. So if you voted and you went with the majority, you just heard your name. So congratulations there. And also, happy birthday to David G. This is your birthday tour. Happy birthday, man. Birthdays are kind of just a fun festivity, the pagan holiday we enjoy. I got to enjoy mine this past week, and so thank you all for the birthday wishes. It was just fun just hanging out with my family. So wasn't on the chat very long. In fact, I had to miss out on Member Multiplayer Monday, but looks like they had a blast. And thank you for Draco for picking that up. And I think he ended up winning. It was some good guests though joining. So we now have Astronaut Toad, which I assume it's not Saddle of You. Let's check it out. Let's just see where he is on here first. All right, so he next to Toadette, both wearing the costume there. Let's see what skill they have been predicted. Eva Taco and Shy Guy Kart believed in Bubble. We had 3 coin boxers: Eva Taco, Clovington, and Raz. We had 9 people with a dash ring. We got So Crazy, Eva Taco, MSD, Chow. I think actually Eva Taco created the post. I won't read his throughout each of these. Captain Evan, Jilly Bean, Nikki V, Hero of the Skies, Kareem, and Nitenja. We had 18 for Lucky 7. Raker 85, myself, Wooloop, B-Raggio, Varijo, Kisa, Luca, Tyler 32, N2CJN, Spy2K, Davey, Ronnie Cash, Just Arne, Matt Aldridge, Temporary Dark, Adam 82, Marco 89, and Andy S. We had 16 for Boomerang. I'll just get through these pretty quickly since we have 3 to react to. We had G Siegel, Alex 84259, Millie, Nap, Rainbow, Crazy, Cart Life, Terrence 13, Meow, General Meow, Firestorm, Frenzy Grind, Snuffles, Beer, Cade, Issa, Priska. All vote for Boomerang. So that was second with 16, only behind Lucky 7. And then we had Edito going to double it down on this Banana Barrels, and then 1 for Gigabomb, which was Bob Blob Blob. So without further ado, the skill for Toad Astronaut is Boomerang Flower, guys. Wow. Wow, guys. What's your thoughts on... let me ask G Siegel, actually, if you don't mind, because G Siegel got this right. He, along with Alex, Millie, Nap, Rainbow, Crazy, Cart Life, Terrence, General Meow, Firestorm, Frenzy Grind, Snuffles, Beer, Cade, Issa, and Priska. Congratulations. G Siegel, why'd you think Boomerang?
Well, he's got the same color scheme as the Boomerang. He's the blue dots and white head Toad. And if we think about this as like the New Year's toy, it is the tour after the coin boxer. So they are kind of following that trend. You get the Boomerang.
With a Boomerang, so, yeah. We didn't know which of the 3, but you nailed it, man. Congratulations. I don't know. I guess with Boomerang, we don't necessarily care as much about the hitbox as much. Certainly it's nice to get all the coins on the track. But with Boomerang, you're gathering them up regardless of the size. Happy early birthday to NGP12. Hopefully you have an awesome birthday. Yeah, guys, other thoughts on having another Boomerang driver so quickly?
It's pretty good. It's good for this track as well. He tried convincing me, but I didn't listen. I thought it was going to be Lucky 7, and I'm wrong again. But, yeah, I'm going to pick him up, of course. It's a plus skill driver. I'm not going to touch him right now. I'm going to wait a few tours at least. But I'm with the Mies anyway, so I'm just going to... He'd have to get some decent coverage for me to take him up, but he's got some decent tracks already by the looks of it. But, yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, we have Toadette Astronaut, so let's get into... some of those predictions. We had 5 for Bubble, including Jilly Bean, Tyler 32, General Meow, and Temporary Dark, Stupendous. We had 2 for Coinbox, including, You Hula Hoop, and Eva Taco actually thought it would have Dash Ring, so I'll add that there. Eva Taco had Dash Ring, the G Siegel had as well, Rainbow, Luca, Spy2K, Davey, Frenzy Grind, Hero of the Skies, Beer, Issa, Ronnie Cash, Matt Aldridge, Marco 89, and Andy SUK. We had 18 for Lucky 7. So So crazy. Alex4259, Millie, MSD, Chow, Shy Guy Karts, Nap, Bob Blob Blob, Crazy, Cart Life, Terrence13, Nikki V, General Meow, Firestorm, Cade, Priska, Just Arne, and Adam82. We had 4 for triple mushroom, including Raker, Varo, Kisa, General Captain Evan, and Kareem. Edito, again, with the gotta appreciate the consistency there. We had Snuffles with the triple bananas, 3 boomerang flowers, including Into CJN, Raz, and Nintenja, and then 2 giant banana for Clowington and B-Red Geo. So, guys, without further ado, the Toadette astronaut has Dash Ring. Okay, interesting. What do you guys think about Dash Ring? G Siegel, you doubled up, man. You got it right. You got this one right too.
I got them all right. I'm so good.
3 for 3, man. That sounds.
I was kind of hoping for coin box.
Hoping for coin box. You want another small hitbox to go paired with Larry Wintertime?
I think it would have gone well considering what it looks like for week 1.
We'll have to get into that. I will say, G Siegel, that's quite a win there to get them all 3 right there.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, we got G Siegel, as we mentioned, Crainbow, Luca, Spy2K, Davey, Frenzy Grind, Hero of the Skies, Beer, Issa, Ronnie Cash, Matt Aldridge, Marco89, and Andy S. All got it right. So GG's there. I think the big takeaway is Toadette Boomerang. Let's take out his tracks. This is the one we're all paying attention to. This is the one walk away from the tour that we're going to have to contemplate how it reacts to some of the other tracks. So it starts with Rainbow Road R. This is a long track. I think we're probably pretty good on those skills. Rainbow Road RT. So this is a new track, right? Or no?
Yes, that's a new one. So that's his only actual new version of the track. He gets the R version at 8, which no one's going to take him to 8 unless you have the tickets or if you're like a Super Toad fan. But the R version is a very, very good track for him if you are able to get that.
Okay. We did get a lot of Cheap Island. It looks like he's got R and the regular. He's got the other Rainbow Road RT, Remix Rainbow 1T, and then Boo Lake R. So Boo Lake is back, which is an interesting track. Looks like we got a lot of Rainbow Roads and Cheap Island. So, all right, there we go. We got the skills out of the way. Let's jump into the news. Space Tour starts now. Let me know if I missed anything, guys. But it looks like Saddle of You, for whom Rainbow Road in Ranked is a favorite course, and the Rainbow Taxi. Interesting there. The above items highlighted in the banner are on sale. While on sale, the first exchange is discounted. Items in the spotlight will change by the second half of the tour, so don't let them pass you by. Moo Moo Racing Suit is on sale in the Me Racing Suit lineup. Good to know that there. That was just a ranked reward before, right? So it's nice that they bring it back. Yeah. For this tour, all the first courses have a cup, and all the meat will be favored. We like that. Premium Challenge Plus is back. I guess we'll find out in a second if the Gold Premium Challenges is available. That's what I'm interested to see. We got 30 rubies in different high ends. Premium Challenge Plus will appear. You also get the Premium Challenge purchase from the challenges. Place high, you get. All right, so Toadette Astronaut is a ranked reward, along with Pink Toad Pit Crew, right? And then place high in the second half of the tour, you get the Gold Lunar Cruiser. That's interesting that they're doing that there versus the Gold Pass reward. Interesting.
You know what? That might actually get good value.
Hey, you never know. It can't get any worse value than the Gold Pass rewards, right? Yeah, the gifts you get from the ranking change depending on your tier. Got it. Kamek Cup for week 2. I'm sorry, Kamek week 1. Fire Rosalina week 2. So it does look like, though, for Gold Pass, we get these gold meteors. Those are interesting. They look pretty sick. And then we got Saddle of You as
There's
the
that stupid badge.
stupid badge. Yeah, I know my friend Woot Moo was hoping to have a Rosalina badge and potentially go for a little birthday
Rosalina?
top 10. Rosalina would have, I mean, because of the space, but I know she's not in.
Oh, like normal Rose. Okay,
Like
yeah.
normal Rosalina. I don't know. They've been doing weird stuff like this, like giving drivers that may not be.
It's very disappointing to any person who likes anything at all, because if you like a certain character, like seriously, if you like any character in any type of category of characters or whatever, minions, whoever, it doesn't matter who it is. If you get a new ult of a driver, it's very exciting and it makes people very happy. People will go for a top 1,000 or really invest in that driver, and they can really go for a top 100 maybe. Have this happen, especially with Larry. I feel bad for Larry of the tour having to have Holidaisy on the badge. It's just a slap in the face, I think. And
weird.
They're getting more revenue from stuff like this. It's just, I don't know why they put some. This is a repeat badge as well. There's already a Satellaview Mario badge.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense to me either. There's 2 new drivers this tour. Either one of them would have been fine, but obviously Toad should have been the one. But I don't know, man. That's a bit of an issue.
They seem to listen to the community a lot, from what I gather, and perhaps if there's a dive between a couple dozen people to message it into their support, because I fully agree. I've only gone for top 1,000 once. I got the Meowser, and that was pretty cool, the Meowser, because it was like unique. Certainly, if I was going for it more often, I've heard enough for sure from people in the community that this is something that they're interested in, and so perhaps they'll listen to this one too.
I don't know, man. They were doing they were doing it right, and then they took a left turn, and so I don't know why they stopped doing it, but they were doing it right. So you have to think that they're doing it for some reason. I don't know, get that reason, because we'll probably never have a Toad. I don't know if people, maybe they thought people were like took tours off when they didn't like the driver like picture or something.
It can't be. I can't possibly think of any reason they would be doing this. What makes it worse is it's a repeat badge as well.
And we'll
That
never
doesn't
have a
make sense to
Toad at badge like that, you know, or we'll never have a Toad badge like this. They're not going to circle back and do like this badge.
It's a new character. It's really special to people, and I don't know. Hopefully they sort it out, but the repeat badge is even worse.
Yeah, I think I think people there are a lot of fans who like Mario Saddle of You. Like out of all the Marios, like he does look pretty cool. Maybe that's why I mean, because here's the thing: Nintendo kept giving us Mario alts, you know, and like shoving it down our throats, and people talk about not having enough character diversity. And I think it's because generally people like Mario more than Toad, or maybe Toad's a bad example, because I think there is actually
there's
a lot
already
of people who
been
like
a
Toad.
badge though. Like there's already been a Satellaview badge. Like if it's like a random character, you could do that, but having an exact same badge.
I'm not justifying it.
much.
I'm just saying.
No.
Here's the only way.
Here's
Here's the only way to describe this head scratcher. However, I will say if there's any awesome item that they nailed, it's this blooper shuttle. What do you guys thoughts
I
on?
want that.
It
I'm gonna
looks
buy that.
sick.
That does look awesome.
It looks awesome.
I'm waiting for Rashid for his say. But no, I even if it has a big hitbox, I'm personally unlikely to go for it because I'm saving all my rubies to try to get the rest of these Mii suits I don't have. Stands at 8.
Wow. I did hear Ronnie Cash. How you doing, Ronnie?
Oh, hi there. So, yeah, sorry, I dropped in late. I was driving to my dad's house to do some gardening, so I thought I'd drop in and say hello. But yeah, no, I was listening to... Hi there.
Hey, Ronnie.
I was listening to the... How's it going, guys?
Given, what do you think about this blooper shuffle?
I love the look of it. I've seen like a screenshot of someone who's obviously purchased it because I think it's a commemorative, so it's worth picking up if you don't have the coverage on its tracks. But it looks like medium, like someone paired it up against like a jukebox, and the hitbox is quite similar to that. I think it's potentially a bit wider than that, so it's not like horrendous, but it's not huge. But the look of it is outstanding. It's like one of my favorite visually, I think. Yeah, and just one last thing before I shut up again. In regards to the Toad badge, I do think that's pretty lazy, like them not doing it. And I think he is really popular in Japan and other places, but yeah, I think they are catering towards the newer player base, like people that haven't gone for top 1,000 maybe want that Mario Satellaview badge who didn't get it the first time. And yeah, there's a lot of newer players maybe who can go top 1,000. Maybe that's them catering for those fans again. But I hate it. There's loads of people dropping out of not wanting to go for it this tour that wanted the Toad badge. So yeah, it sucks a bit, but there we are.
There we are. We also do have this second commemorative item with the Rainbow Fair Flyer, which, I don't know, it looks a lot more colorful, I guess, in that picture than this picture. This looks pretty just metallic, but Bullet Bill Plus, you gotta like that. What's your thoughts on the Rainbow Fair Flyer? Twilight House, huh?
It's got to be better than the regular Fair Flyer.
Hey, if one of a family seems to be favored over the others, you can't get mad at this Rainbow Fair Flyer. Maybe this is the first Fair Flyer to be victorious. But again, it's all Rainbow Roads. I don't know how I feel about all Rainbow Road coverage. He does have Twilight House and Ghost Valley 2T, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
You kind of can't go wrong with the bullet fill if you're going for
true. That's true. If
it's going to be paired up with coin boxers. In my bet earlier, I said it was rubies for that new blooper cart. That's just on so. But it's funny to see the Fair Flyer. I mean, that first came out, it was like one of your OG was one of the first sliders in the game. It was like the taxi one, right? In New York?
Yeah.
The first store.
That's true.
So all right. It's interesting that they redo that.
Yeah. Either way, I think it looks cool. I love space things. I like the look of it. I like some of the rainbow stuff to it too. So I got it, of course, and we'll move on. Yeah, it's interesting. This is the interesting one though. The Rainbow Taxi. It looks. I love how the rainbow across the front with the silver on top, or the I guess not silver. I don't know, just metallic on top. But again, all these Rainbow Roads. I'll have to see what my coverage looks like. What's up, Grookey? How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. A lot of people like the looks of the new items. This Rainbow Taxi looks cool. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know if I'm gonna spend 70 rubies on it though. It's not bad. Bad deal.
That kind of reminds me of the Platinum Taxi, to be honest.
It does look like the Platinum Taxi. Hopefully, like that, the rainbow color shines and kind of like almost like you think about Jukebox Buggy or something like that. We'll have to check it out here a little bit. Do have this brand new purple. Wait, this is new, right?
Yeah. It's new.
You just buy it out. They don't. Surprised they don't have it as a reward at any point. Cool. Some calling it the Pride Taxi. I can see that too. Let's see if there's anything else in the news before we move forward. I will say I do like some of these commemorative items. Commemorative items have been kind of, as you mentioned, Luca, kind of slightly above the rest, and so hopefully they end up doing really well. I'll have to get this little purple Me Racing suit. We got Kart Pro coming back. We got the tokens scattered throughout the course. So
yes,
that's you're a big fan of that, Wooloop?
Yes, last tour was not fun to have to hit players.
Fair enough. I don't like sometimes the auto clicker messes up on the iPhone with the camera mode, but I think we'll make it work. Looks like we got premium challenges, premium challenge plus, and premium challenge plus. No gold this time, which is fine. They're saving it for that celebration. Totally understandable there. Does look like we got a cart with the premium challenge, cart driver and glider there from premium challenge plus. Yep, there we go. And then we have for the points challenge, looks like we walk away with a driver ticket and a high-end cap ticket, which is interesting there. Let's get into the shop. Let's see what we have here. See what's brought in brand new.
The Blazing Eagles in my shop, and there it is.
There it is. It's in mine too. That's interesting. So that's new in the shop, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing else looks unique in my account. Anything else discovered there in yours, guys?
Yeah, so all the talons are in, or like the eagle carts, but and didn't King Mario come out that tour? So and he's ranked, but I don't think. I'm not sure whether he can come back.
King Mario came out in anniversary, and
did he?
Seem to be able to appear in the Spotlight shop since he hasn't been in there.
Okay, yeah. So he's locked away still, I think, from what I can gather.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
King Boo Luigi Mansion's back, which is weird.
Taylor Swift was in my shop this morning.
All right.
That was kind of exciting, even though I already got her. And I guess, that's time for the quick bi-weekly Taylor Swift Kart report.
Yeah.
And I'll just say that she continues to not be good because I notice that she gets put on top shelf a lot with carts that are big meta carts, and that trend seems to continue. I'll just say, in this tour. So, the arrow continues to point down in aspects besides her music career.
That's good to know. Thanks for the report. We appreciate that, Brian.
Honestly, Seth, that black Goo Goo Buggy cart is starting to really pick up steam when it comes to getting good buffs on tracks that have bad loadouts.
Okay. Well, there you go. Appreciate you tracking that for us. I typically get these driver tickets. Driver tickets are at a premium right now. Yeah, my shop's been shut down for the last couple of days since I did some heavy investments. Again, for those who think it's correlated, it may or may not be. I'm not gonna be the one to put my flag in that necessarily, but yeah, my shop's been shut down for a while. It's unfortunate, but it happens. All right, let's get into the tracks. Unless you guys want to add anything about the Spotlight shop or anything.
Apart from the Google Black does get a good buffs, but using it on Baby Park RT with Larry last tour was the worst experience of my life on Mario Kart Tour. Literally, like I had to learn the lines like down to an exact science, like plotting it out on a graph and everything. Like it was just horrendous. So I'm not really like a massive hitbox guy, but that kart is just disgusting to drive. So it can get all the tracks it wants, but it's staying at level 1 for me. So there we go.
I contemplated on taking it to level 7.
Wow. There is another well, you look at the tracks, and then there is another small kart that is getting quite good buffs as well. But I'll let you look at the ranked, and then you'll see where it is.
Ranked is next. I did want to take a quick look at Datamining just to see if there was anything, and then kind of observe the tracks together. So it does look like we had some Rainbow Road, Boo Lake. We got Cheap Lagoon RT back. That's interesting. Was not a huge fan of that. We got Calamari.
That was in last tour.
Yeah, it was in last tour. It was out of all the Cheap Lagoons, it's fine. Kind of nice that they take some of the weird clams out and stuff like that, but it's still a weird track. We do have Calamari Desert 2 back. All these Rainbow Roads, Ghost Valley 2T. That one, I think I told you, I'm not a big fan of Ghost Valley 2 at all. Not a big fan. See what else we got. Rainbow Roads, yep, Cheap Islands. We got, actually, it looks like all 4 of the Cheap Lagoons, it appears. And then we got, for the battle tracks, we got Balloon Battle and Twilight House. What's your thoughts on the track selection? overall for all cup ranking?
I'm glad 3DS Rainbow Road's back. Like that's all that matters to me.
Okay.
To be fair, like I'm glad I'm not going for it. Like I really like Blue Lake. There's a lot of people that I talk to that don't like it, but I'm a fan of that. I went for top 100 last tour, so I am completely done in. But like cheap islands, apart from the new one, they don't really interest me. But yeah, I think there's some really nice tracks, but they're cheap lagoons. They just suck the fun out of.
Talking about Ronnie, talking about sucking the fun. I just noticed this. Fire Rosalina has balloon battle in ranked.
Yeah, I know.
There it
Not
is.
so bad.
Unbelievable. They haven't done this in a while.
Is there a mushroom cannon driver on that? Because there seems to be some kind of strategy where if you use mushroom cannon drivers, you can get wrapped back pretty quickly. I know on
is mushroom cannon now the new shrooming? I
think so, and you don't actually need 7 friends if you have that many friends to join you. But yeah, no. I saw Auto Drift talking about it, and I think Rashid may have used it on one of the cookie lands, and he got like 200 actions with Party Time Toad or something. So
wow. Yeah,
like it's pretty good. I just can't do it with Coinbot. There's something about battles that I can't. Everybody dies around me when I'm using coin boxes. I just can't. I can't rack up the actions like you pros. So, but yeah, no, that week's gonna be horrendous.
It's so weird that they specifically do it with the Twilight House, like as notorious as it is. You would have thought that if they would have brought something back, it would have been a little different, just to distract us from the fact that, and just bringing up that topic. I don't know. I feel like for damage control, it would have been smart for them to pick a different track. But I will say one of the things that we talked about is that the battle tracks are one of the most heavily weighted tracks in our algorithm because it's there every tour. But the one caveat was that it hadn't been in ranked really since battle tour. So this might boost the battle tracks and the items used on it even higher than they already are. So I know, Luca, you've been preaching that for a while. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's get into the tracks. We'll start with the Kamek Cup. We'll start with Rainbow Road. This is the brand new one. The Wii Rainbow Road. Let's see our top shelf. We have Santa Me. We got Saddle of You. We got Larry Wintertime. We got Charging Chuck Gold. A couple Meesoops in there. We got Chef Rosalina. There's a lot of options on this top shelf. What do you guys thoughts for this Rainbow Road?
Gold Chuck, baby.
Here's like one instance where we see Larry Wintertime for one of the first times getting kind of, negligible because, for anybody who has a highly leveled gold charging Chuck. But I think at the end of the day, he's going to have a lot of unique tracks where there's not going to be large size. And something I wanted to add from the last tour is I thought it was interesting, when we first started bringing up Larry Wintertime, that it's going to be so small. Remember, in the last ranked, a couple of the tracks that he had the biggest carts, the Combo Cruiser and the Off-Roaders. So they're not that small if they got a big cart. In fact, they might be bigger than a large size hitbox driver with a small cart top shelf.
Yeah, that's true. However, there weren't that many options. I think Combo Cruiser and the Strawberry Socks were like the only two above average size carts on Baby Park. And I think when it came to that Moo Off-Roader that was on Snowland, that might have been like the only option, really only larger cart option. So they only gave you one option, but yeah, you're right. In those situations, they're not as bad as everyone's saying they are, but you have to have those carts, which is why we always talk about investing in large carts, because it's always going to help you out in these situations especially. That's for drivers. So, you know, in this case, I'll probably be using Saddle of View. I might
I
take
think
Santa up to
Me
8.
wins.
What's that?
I think Santa Me would beat Satella View at this current loadout. I think
Yeah.
poor Larry, he's overlapping with Santa Me again. Like
Again.
every good track Larry has, Santa Me's also said that.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, this Santa Me might warrant a triple cap level 8. You know, that's where it's at right now. I mean,
He might.
it's a great buff. Well, in fact, let's look at his buffs. Did he get anything else?
He did.
He got the Remix Rainbow Road 2
That's
RT.
another rank track this week.
Ooh, double feature this week.
Let's just say he's a bit more than a double feature.
You might want to check next week as well.
All right. I don't mind. We already looked at the balloon battle. Yeah, the Rainbow Road
Yeah,
RT.
you might want to check Balloon Battle.
And so did he get the me boost? There he is. Yeah.
I
So
believe it's top shelf, actually.
No, it's mid-shelf boosted, I think.
Is it?
yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't on his top
Double
shelf.
check.
I just checked. It's there on the Twilight House right here, on middle shelf. Yeah, so it's a huge race for him. Now I still probably would go with Meowser and Coinbox. I don't know. It's tough because I Lucky 7's fine for battle mode, but there's nothing like Coinbox. Coinbox is still crazy insane. But yeah, the base points and everything else is gonna go in its in the
I mean,
Misu.
you might be better at 8 if you like 8 triple captain.
Either way, I think that's an easy conversation to to level him up to level 8 and triple and cap, especially after just winning some cap tickets in ranked. But let's use Enemy here. Let's look at the carts. We have the Lightning Streamliner, the Armored Rider, this Taylor Swift, Gold Bullet Bill, which has been crushing this year, the brand new space cart, what's it called, Rainbow Taxi, and then of course the new commemorative item. So this is interesting. I've been playing around with double uncapping this, but haven't felt the need to pull the trigger. But this is an awesome. I mean, I think there's some meta. Anytime they give us some large carts on the top shelf, makes Wintertime more attractive for sure. Knowing that there's an Armored Rider on there, Taylor Swift, even the Lightning Streamliner is not a bad hitbox. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I will be, just for fun, I'll be using this brand new blooper shuttle along with our Santa. And then for the gliders, the big one that stands out is this Black Starchute. We also have the Mario hat, the brand new commemorative item as well. Got the Garnet, the Icy Mario's mustache has been crushing it too.
I just took the Garnet from 1 to 5 just now.
That's your investment you were referring to earlier?
You might want to look at its buffs.
I'm perfectly fine with looking at it. I somehow didn't get it. My birthday's obviously in January. Would have been nice to have the January birthstone, but totally forgot about it. Most of my rubies have been used towards daily select, so totally whiffed on that. But yeah, it looks like he's got Rainbow Road T and Rainbow Road.
This cart top shelf is what I was talking about with Taylor Swift. That from what I've seen, not just here, but for a few weeks now, a few tours, that she gets matched up with other very good meta carts in the game. Like me, for example, I have the Streamliner, the Lightning Streamliner at 6 double capped. So, you know, Taylor's still at level 2, and I'm not moving her up anytime soon. Not for the bigger hitbox.
Yeah, no, I
Tell you
feel
what,
you.
Brian, it's got some good buffs to it. It's finally gotten a few good buffs at talent, and I hope it keeps getting some more, because I'd look at that with its hitbox and everything. But yeah, it's looking good for it now.
No, for sure. Thanks. And I think it's going to be okay at the end of the day because of its size. You know, a few months from now or what have you, because there's always going to be, like in the last tutorial, have some unique corpses at least there.
Dude, this track is sick. I will say, having all these jumps and having the having these half pipes, this is really good for a Lucky 7 driver. Because you can kind of delay and kind of fall back and jump, fall into 7th place.
Yeah, it definitely is. But pay attention here, StudFit. You gotta have a look at something here.
On the track?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Santa Me overlapping with Larry again is really good for certain people that don't want to invest in that small hitbox like myself. Gold Chuck's here, obviously. Should be using him. If you don't, you got Santa Me, Larry as well. But yeah, he keeps getting overlap, but he did get a lot of buffs. Just to Larry.
Larry did? Okay. We'll have to take a look at that in a second. Yeah, this, so there's 2 laps, right? And they're unique laps?
1 lap. No, that's 1 lap, man. So they really, they ruin the track. So that's the big spoiler for this tour. So a lot of people are very upset with it. It's basically 1 lap, and they separated it into 2 instead of just having a massive track, which we all would have loved. But I don't know,
the
man.
original
I think they can change
wasn't
it.
like this.
Did you say you think they're going to change this? They're not going to change this.
They could change it eventually. Not this tour, but this is the most popular track of all time.
Have they ever changed? Have they ever changed the
No,
track?
because we haven't had an issue like this though. So I think if enough people really speak up, which they will, because everyone's losing it, they could just simply add another lap. So yeah, but it's like a small track. You can't even hit 200 with Lucky 7 easily. I don't think at all. So,
I mean, guys. I don't see them changing the number of laps on it though.
It doesn't affect anything though. It's not really hard for them to do. You get what I mean? All they do is just make it longer in terms of just not having that intersection go into the second lap. And it's really, really bad. It's ruined the track for me and a lot of other people.
Oh yeah, seeing that intersection, it dropped it to 4.
I see Jose Wendell. I think he's a subscriber. What's going on, Kareem? How's it going, buddy? Interesting. All right. Well, we'll have to see what happens there. I don't see them doing anything with that. I think I do think Nintendo feels that they need shorter tracks because you can't just have 200 action count tracks every track. I don't know. I think they do want to add some track variety of kind of that action count limit, and by making it this shorter track, maybe that helps them. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's definitely a whiff. I don't think they're going to change it, but it's definitely a whiff. There's no doubt that they messed that up. I mean, it's unfortunate. Hopefully, the community is willing to forgive them. But again, I don't see them changing. What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know. Those who are watching live. So that is the Rainbow Road, and then we have the Remix Rainbow Road 2 RT, which is a new track, correct? That's what we talked about.
No, this is an old track.
So Kamek obviously gets his cup boost. I don't think he actually has this track normally. No, it doesn't look like it. So we do have the Santa Me on this, as we already referred to. However, we got the question block me on here. So you're going to have to decide if you... And the PD Me. Wow. And Saddle of You, of course. And PD. Oh my goodness. This is a top shelf to look at. Wow.
But what's with the second shelf, though?
What about it? Yeah.
Not a lot of coin boxers, I don't think.
Oh, to boomerang it? Yeah, there's just... Looks like just one on that second shelf. With that being the golden.
I think now, though, because I've been using the, the battle mode thing where you quit out a bit. And I've been using that to do my boomerang runs. Because, you've got... you just reset until you find 1 or 2 coin boxes, and then all you have to do is you just know that they're going to have a coin box at some point, and that's the only item. And I actually prefer that because you're not, hoping they'll pop off, and then actually they've got a green shell before it. So I don't find that as much of an issue as someone that boomboxes quite a lot.
I hear that now that the great tip that you had, StudFit, a few weeks ago on the quitting out of the battle mode. And for sure, Ronnie. Like I've noticed that. And what I'm wondering though is in the tracks though where there's not a lot of second tier coin boxers, second shelf coin boxers, do you get like a lot of times, like enough times 3 coin boxers badgeless?
You can normally get 2, I reckon. But I normally just need 1 most of the time, and then but I don't go for double boom boxes. That's just like insane. But
That's sometimes what I'm going for is the double.
Yeah.
To wait till I get the 3.
Yeah.
And those courses that have the stronger coin box second shelf, you know, like a few weeks ago, I forgot what the track was. Mary Mountain. I had like 5 coin boxers, and that was just so much fun, you know.
Yeah, so I think for those ones, like you just grind down the box a bit and just try and get 2 or 3. But for some of these hard ones, like Cheap Lagoon, IT and stuff, like I just I didn't think you had a second shelfer, so that's what I've been doing. But yeah, I think a lot of people are going to have fun on that track. Like the top shelf is insane, isn't it? So
yeah, it's a fun boomboxing tour.
Could be fun. Yeah, I agree. When you remove the badges, make the bots badgeless, you could just quit out and then just enter in and quit out and enter in and quit out and enter in until you got that coin box in there. So that is nice. In addition to, you don't have to go through the whole battle mode process over again. You can just quit and then enter back in. So we got the question. I'll be using the question mark block until I see that it makes sense that Lucky 7 works out better here. For carts, oof, this doesn't look great already. Got the brand new one. Okay, so it's got the Gold Egg, which has been kind of this Rainbow Road king for the last couple of years, surprisingly. It's like the only track that it seems to be doing really well. Oh, Jukebox Buggy's on here. Frostwing at level 8 unlock. Okay. and then this brand new Gold Lunar Cruiser, this Jump Boost Plus. That looks pretty sick, though. Starting coverage. Cheap Island. That's going to have Yellow Off-Roader. Kalmar Desert 2. It's not necessarily the most fun track. Interesting. All right.
If anyone has the pink, the pink MK City Racer, that thing has a nice hitbox. Unfortunately, I don't have it leveled as high as that Gold Egg, which has really good coverage. That's back when the free gold stuff actually did something in the game, in the meta. And it's really unfortunate because it keeps coming up for me as my best option, and I got to do something about that because the hitbox is so pathetic.
Hitbox is rough.
Yeah, you've got I think the Lunar Cruiser is there, so I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, but what buffs that got, whether that's worth taking up this tour if you're thinking about it, because that's a really nice to drive. I know Crazy loves using that.
Yeah, it's got a nice hitbox for sure.
Yeah.
I think the goal though would not be to invest tickets for this track. I we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I'll probably be going Gold Egg here, classic. Oh, okay, so plenty of options though for gliders. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, tropical balloons, Dream Glider, Gold Wings, Flapping Flyers. We got the Fire Flower 8-bit. Got this gold hat, which is, I would say this is not a great buff. Galaxy Glider, Piranha Plant Balloon, Cat. This is a waste. I have so many wasted tickets here, and then of course,
unbelievable top shelf, unbelievable.
Starry Grayscale. What's that?
Definitely whale issues for the top shelf there.
Yeah.
I guess, you just choose the one that's coin.
I mean, I think even if you aren't a whale, like there's a lot of meta gliders here. Like I have three like level gliders on this track invested. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go Galaxy Glider, guys. I thought about going the Golden Wings just to keep it all golden, but Galaxy. When in the Galaxy, go Galaxy Glider. I'm one of my favorite looking gliders in the game. Obviously, this is you're saying this is a brand new track. Are you sure? We're sure about this?
No.
There's no way, right?
This has been here before, I think.
Okay. As I say, that a lot of this coverage, when I see Frostwing having a level 8 unlock, I know that it should be an established. Yeah, I remember this one's a lot of jumps. It's not going to be necessarily great for coin box per se.
Yeah. Especially with that gold egg.
Oh, I'm already not looking forward to that.
But it is a me, so you got all those extra points.
I will say,
Yeah.
no, that's a good point. One of the things I remember using before this, last time that this track wasn't ranked, again, probably a year ago, I was using Saddle of You. And this is actually an awesome Lucky 7 track, in my opinion.
I mean, in terms of me's, you also have PE me there as well, and Santa me. So if you don't want to use the coin box and the gold egg, you could use one of those two.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is I probably wouldn't use Saddle of You here again necessarily if I had the Santa Me. But so if you are looking at, investing in Santa Me, I know the question mark block is quad cap for me, so it's probably going to be what I'm going to be using, period. But Santa Me could be a good option for a lot of people.
My pink city racer is currently actually, I got it like level. It had some pretty decent coverage some time back, and I got it at level 5 single capped. And I'm not touching my Kart tickets these days. I'm saving for a top 100 run.
Ooh.
But I might seriously just spend 3 and 5 on the double cap, so I don't have to use the gold egg. I'm just so sick and tired of using that thing.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, check out Boo Lake T. Ooh, yes, the King Boo me suit. Got Luigi Knight. Those are probably going to be your best 2 options. This is a little bit tougher for a lot of people. But I think the King Boo me suit, one of the most useful me suits in the game right now.
Hey, StudFit.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, Kareem, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing?
Yeah, came in at the perfect time. Yeah, the King Boo me suit coming in clutch once again. Very happy to hear that.
Hey, Kareem.
I love the
Hey,
King
Graham.
me.
How you guys doing? I haven't really looked too much into this tour, so I will I will bow to what you guys have seen. But yeah, I was surprised about the shortening of the 1 lap Rainbow Road. That didn't seem to make much sense. But otherwise,
Yeah, it's brutal.
yeah, I might be investing in my yellow me. I don't know whether I should do that. It's all a bit strange. How is yours looking, StudFit?
Yeah, I think Santa Me is looking what it looks like the me suit that's clamoring for tickets. It's a double feature. Now, of course, one of its overlaps is with the question mark block suit, but I think the brand new Rainbow Road track, the Santa Me seems to be the best option. Get a couple other options though. Compared to this track, this track's probably, ironically, the toughest for top shelf potentially. But King Boom me suit's going to be the best option here. And then, of course, for me, it's a tropical truck, hands down. Easy decision here. But there's some other gold carts. We even have the yellow, green capsule carts, black boot, black, some other stuff. No, again, this is a really small paywalled top shelf for sure. Really, this Trickster's the biggest hitbox here. Everything else is pretty tiny.
Yeah, I have you to thank for. I invested in the tropical truck. Like, that is well below what I would call my minimum viable hitbox, but I ended up going for it, and it looks like it's going to come in useful for this track. And I guess it's not always with a coin boxer, I suppose. So you've got to take that into account.
That's true.
So yeah, thanks to you, all the other carts. It's so rare for me to have nothing but level 2 or level 3 carts, and then luckily got the jukebox at 8 double cap. So
nice.
I will be using that.
Nice. Yeah. Good. Yeah, tropical truck. I mean, it's not the hugest truck, but its coverage, man, is crushing right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
And then look at this, the Wonderful Wings, another ranked option for
I've got boom masks at quad caps. So
quad cap there.
Yeah,
Got some options there.
I wanted to see how that how those hard hats and how the fuzzy one goes. I didn't invest in any of them. They didn't seem to do much for me. I want to see if they end up doing anything, but it doesn't appear so far. And it's a bit different if you're taking a bit of a break from ACR. You're just focused on ranked. You're not really looking beyond that. So,
Yeah, this is not a great tour for the fuzzy. Looks like it just got one buff, the Blue Lake T. That's a ranked buff. You like that, but it looks like just that one buff.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd. It's okay. Get wonderful wings here. That's all that matters. I think almost everybody's invested in that. It seems like this year it's been crazy, ridiculously good value. All right, let's just remember what this track looks like. I'm trying to remember. I think this was in ranked a couple, maybe 2 months ago.
No, it wasn't in ranked.
Wasn't in ranked. Yeah, I remember doing this for all cup ranking. Maybe because we was there twice. Not necessarily my most fun.
The normal version was in ranked, and King Boom Me also has that track.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I remember going. I found it a real pain to go for with Lucky 7 for whatever reason. I think all the Blue Lakes, with those walls that come out of nowhere. But yeah, maybe the track will work better than the ranked one that we did previously. I found it a real pain, and I remember seeing Carlos Gil was commenting on how much of a pain he had on a Blue Lake with Lucky 7, but maybe this variant will be a lot better.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think this one's a bit longer because it takes that extra path, which makes that final turn a bit longer. So that might help.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. How did you end up in ACR StudFit? I saw your scores were really, really high pretty early on.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of got started. I think I get because the tracks were really easy to get 200 actions. I kind of moved past ranked pretty quickly. And then, I think I got to 2.425.
Oh, nice.
So I think it would be top 25. This, I will say, I didn't really mention this, but this tour specifically, I'll have to get an early start on All Cup ranking as well. My wife and I are going on vacation on Tuesday. We'll be gone basically until the end of the tour. So it'll be, be a lot to do in the first 7 days of the tour. But it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. We're going I'll see. Actually, we go down to the Dominican Republic, so Punta Cana. Ironically, I was thinking about it. The very last day of our vacation will be next in 2 Wednesdays from now, which will be the next tour reaction. So I may or may not do a late tour reaction or maybe a tour reaction from the beach. So we'll see.
Nice.
I'll keep things. Keep some options open. Well, there you go. That's week 1 for ranked. For week 2, Cream, I'm not sure if you saw this. We got a battle track. We got in ranked. We got Twilight House.
Oh dear, really? Oh.
Yeah, dude. Now, I know. Santimi got it, but Meowser seems. I mean, he's the pretty clear cut winner there. Most of us are pretty familiar with this. I will say, out of all the investments I made last tour, most of it were into carts that I already had at a high level that I finally took from level 7 to level 8. So I did that with the Black Dozer. I did it with the Crawley cart. I think there was one more cart where I did that. In this case, Crawley's not really helping me out very much compared to the Vampire Flyer. But we'll just do this one real quick. We'll actually, hopefully, if we have enough time, we'll actually jump into some battle mode here on the stream. So hold tight if you want to join us, Kareem or others. But that'll be fun. Yeah, I think it just mainly remind us with this track. It's I guess been we didn't have it last tour, but did we have it 2 tours ago? I feel like 2 tours ago is when they fixed it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been. We get them so often, it's just a blur. Who really cares? That sounds a bit harsh, but honestly, yeah.
Let me ask you this: for All Cup ranking, have you figured out a strategy for battle mode?
So the last one, last time I went for top 10, there was the whole shrimping thing. So that was a different dynamic. And then last tour where I just got my top 100. No, pretty much I didn't touch the battle tracks except to get badgeless bots.
Yeah.
And I had a score high enough that I didn't bother remotely grinding for the battle track. So actually, I'm going to be a bit of a disadvantage in terms of I'm not entirely. I saw Matt Aldridge who got his high score. He got like something crazy, like 170 actions or something, plus the well fought bonus.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue how to do that. I've never had anything remotely like that.
Yeah, it sounds like you got one of those miracle runs that you don't typically get very often, but which you're always in shock when that happens.
Yeah, it seems like they're not, really either not listening or not interested in the feedback from the community in terms of the ridiculousness of the casino slot machine like nature. It's funny, on one hand they got rid of the gotcha, on the other hand sort of a gotcha is part of the ranked, because what I do is with a coin boxer, which is probably going to be my highest ranked driver on these courses, Meowser, I will reset if I don't get either a single coin box, a frenzy, or a coin box frenzy on the first item ticket. I will try to mark a path that makes me the safest getting the most. So I go along a circle in the inner inside of the mansion on the inside. I avoid the outside the whole time. I try to get the item tickets as often as possible and try as hard and as quickly as possible to get a triple coin box frenzy and as many single coin boxes as possible. And as ridiculous as it is, they seem to think that it's interesting to have in the ranked.
Interesting. All right. Well, fair enough. Not only do they have Balloon Battle, but they also have Ghost Valley 2, which is interesting track. Of course, I have the newly invested in PD, which is nice. We finally got some usage of this Cact B. It's been pretty useless for me, even at level 7 double uncapped. But here it is. But it's got the red off-roader and the streamliner there too. Oh, interesting. All right, Silver King. Silver King's going to be a good option for a lot of people. It's been a meta cart, but if you need to invest in the yellow off-roader red off-roader because you didn't have it, it's a great option there too. For gliders, this is kind of a more interesting top shelf, but I think for a lot of people it's going to be the Candlelight Flight. Let's just remind us what this track looks like. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Ghost Valley 2 tracks?
No.
Well, with Boomerang, it's kind of fun. There's a lot of coins everywhere, but it's still not that
short.
interesting of a track. It's really short.
It's really short, which I think is great for Boomerang.
So I know you said about the Gold Bullet being really hot at the moment. I think that's a triple feature as well.
Wow.
Not that many people have invested in it, but I got that when I was pulling for Gold Chuck, and it is really useful for me despite its tininess. Like it always has the tracks that a coin boxer has for me as well, which is pretty frustrating. But it's getting some really good tracks at least, so it's keeping me going for sure. But this ranked week that you're doing now, like it's going to be tough going for sure. I think
it's really weird. It's really weird that they have this Boo Lake, Ghost Valley, and Twilight House. Just seems, I don't know what they're trying to imply with kind of some like Halloween style.
Yeah, maybe it's like Halloween somewhere in the world that we don't know. That's so brain.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's interesting. It's a fine track. I mean, for Gold PD, which I'll be using, That's not a bad coin box track. There's the area where you can not glide and you can just stay on the ground, but you can stay on the ground the whole time and get coin box frenzy. You know, you get your 2 coin box frenzies and 2 singles, call it a day. I don't know, especially with easy bots. I could see this being a fun track for what it's worth. I don't like the T and the RT just because it's just so short. It just is way too much action. All right, and then last but not least, let's get into the new Rainbow Road RT. This one's going to be interesting. So it is nice that they released the normal, the reverse, the trick, and the RT. Right? This is the Wii version.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's a trend. Oh no, I purposely did not want to click this. Hopefully that's a trend for 2023. Is releasing all 4 variants at the same time. Because I know that they kind of had to bring in the RTs at the very end. I think it would be nice for them to do it that way in the future.
Yeah, they've been doing it since the Battle Tour for any of the new tracks that come out.
The new tracks.
So some of the older ones don't have the RTs, but anything that's like newly added gets their RT on its release. Yeah.
I think that's smart. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, it means we won't have any of those like filler RT tours later where they have like 1 or 2 RTs because they come with the starting track.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I
you
think
guys noticed the gravity in. I was doing one of the Rainbow Roads and I threw some bombs forward, and what a waste that was! It just flew, just drifted up into the sky. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a bit. I thought it was pretty cool, but a bit strange. Yeah, that was an interesting one. But also, on my, again, very unusual for me, but on the first track of Ranked, it looks like I might be investing in the Armored Rider. Like, I don't really have any of the carts. I'm sure you've got the Lightning McQueen, don't you? I think StudFit.
I do. Could use some treatment, but yeah, that is probably what I'll be leaning towards.
Yeah. I've been wanting to invest in the Armored Rider for quite a while. I've got big, but it hasn't really made much of an appearance for me. But looks like it might be now. Now might be the time. So it's always interesting to find something new to invest in.
I mean, it's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna do well for your account. I'm sure it could help you on a couple of tracks where it could be a larger hitbox. It's a very nice hitbox. It has great coverage, great pairing for newer players, or sounds like even for some very established players. Let's get to Rainbow Road RT. We do have, as you alluded to, Kareem, the yellow Mii suit has this top shelf, as well as also King Mario, which I think is the most notable. It's been a while since they've given him a good track, at least an exclusive track, and here he is. But he's also paired with this Toad, the brand new Toad with the Boomerang, Toad Astronaut, which again, still strange to not call him Saddle of You or something else, but yeah. So Kareem, you're going yellow Mii?
Well, yeah, I've got him at 8 double cap. I've got also King Mario at 8 double cap, but that's a variation of like, what is it like? Oh God, I don't even know by now. Nearly 400 points difference. Cap points.
Right.
So I can see, obviously, Boomerang would be nice, but I'd have to then triple cap him and what. So I am tempted to triple cap Yellow Mii, Giant Banana, and whenever I get in a position where I'm not too sure, I will tend to go in favor of the Miis. That's kind of the way that I have been playing it. Now, you may not be great, but yeah.
Now, the one thing about Giant Bananas, you love having 2 laps. You love placing the Giant Bananas, and then everyone's running through it for 2 laps. But with this track only being 1 lap, I mean, unfortunately, that kind of nerfs the Giant Banana.
Before I even raced the track, I was assuming it would be longer, or if not, the same as previous Rainbow Road in length. Meaning, if you hit 200, it's going to be easy. And with a Giant Banana skill being high scoring, it would beat anything. But unfortunately, we don't have it. But I haven't even taken King up. I've had King all this time. I just haven't taken him up. I took the Yellow Mii up now instead. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
I might very well go for the 4-toed sort of astronaut, sort of view, whatever. I don't know. I was fine with Boomerang. They always seem to. I can't really think of any one that's ever really suffered. They always. I mean, I'm using Luigi Knight quite often. I seem to be one of the only few people who invested in him, and I've used him quite frequently. So maybe I will do. As much as I complain about boomboxing, that's more of an ACR sort of issue, and I don't mind boomboxing if it's in ranked. I can do that. It's just obviously in ACR, it's a real pain. And if you get tracks like that with lots of coins up on those half pipes, then yeah, fantastic. So I don't know. Maybe if he turns up in my shop early.
There you go. I
might pick him up or something. We'll see.
Is he available in the Spotlight shop just as a random appearance then?
I think I heard somewhere that someone had them in their shop. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool to know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could get a discount though. I don't know.
I will say this purple Mii racing suit does have unlock. Unfortunately, it's level 8, so not gonna be super useful for the purple Mii racing suit. But I figured I'd toss that out to you, Kareem, because I know that's kind of your thing is leveling up these Mii suits. Have you invested in a non-plus skill, Kareem?
I have one at 8 level 1, which is the Mario one, because on the battle track, you call it the SNES one, he's always there. So I know a lot of people use classic Luigi because obviously he's got Lucky 7, but there I've got him at like 800 base points or 980 base points, whereas I'm at like 1,200 base points with the Mario. So when I saw that the battle tracks were going to hang around for a bit, and he was the driver there, so he's the only one who's not a plus skilled one that I've got at like 8 single caps, because battle tracks they come about all the time, as we can see, painfully.
Yeah. Right, painfully. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people calling out like Crescent Peak and saying how Luigi Cat's been sneaky and ranked. Of course, you're not as excited about that skill, and honestly, the Luigi Chef has been getting some pretty good buffs since his release, for what it's worth. But I think in this case, I'm going King Mario until I make a decision otherwise. And we got the Moo Off-Roader gets this nice Rainbow Road RT. This is a great buff in general. Hopefully they bring it back relatively often. You got the Blazing Eagle, though, here as well. Cream B-Dasher Mark II. And then at least a double feature for the Luna Cruiser. Might be worth investing in for some to help out both those tracks. But I think the Moo Off-Roader, that's going to be a strong one, guys. Again, we've already talked about it. It's already in our top 10. Really strong option there. And then for gliders, little rough for me, but it's okay. We got some options. Roar Balloons is a pretty strong one. Some people have. People have the pink gold meteors, and then of course I think the highest option when it comes to the top 10 is the Sakura Origami glider. What do you guys think about the gliders?
I'm in the same boat as you. I don't have any good gliders here. I think I've got max. The best I've got is a level 5 Sakura Origami. So I think maybe, and I know it's been good. I've seen obviously with your guys' rankings. I think also it's strong for me. So maybe this is the time for me to put a few tickets on that.
Yeah.
Kareem, do we still both not have King Mario?
No, mate. I got King Mario in a rather disastrous style.
Oh, right. Okay, but you at least got him.
Yeah. Which I kind of regret now in retrospect. Yeah. Well, no, I say that. Yeah. I mean,
he's not going to be available in the Spotlight shop in this tour, is he?
Kareem, I don't think he's back to Lanny, so you made the right decision going all out for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the mental anguish he gave me is still questionable whether it was worth it. But no, like obviously now I'd rather have him than not have him. Absolutely. But he's a coin box. I have him double capped, and I have no intentions of triple capping him, which I mean says a lot about how I sort of feel about him and his coverage and so on and so forth.
I think as a driver like that, especially with the trajectory on what they're trying to do with how they released him, all these city drivers, they always have these slow, like Chef Rose is still going in rank non-stop, getting buffed like crazy. He's going to be fine, but it's just he's more of a slow buffer compared to other things. He'll be really, really good long term. So
I hope you're right. I mean, I was fortunate enough with Chef Rosa that was a tour where I went for top 10, and so I got her and took her immediately to 8 triple cap because I was going for, I think it was my second ever top 10. So yeah, and she pops up all the time. But if I hadn't done that, then I probably wouldn't have invested in her. I wouldn't have found a real need to, but I'm glad that I did. So yeah, I get what you're saying. That's one of those things that when you tend to invest in something heavily, you will usually get something out of it. It's not very often that you invest in something really heavily. I mean, like, you know, triple capital or whatnot, and then think, my God, that was disastrous. It's if you take things sort of halfway and or like maybe to 6 or wherever you may stand. For me personally, anything that I used to take to like 6 double capped or 7 double capped, 7 single capped, and I didn't want to go the full way, it ended up being pointless, and I just wasted those tickets. So I'm sort of a believer in that if you're going to go for something, go for it. If not, then don't. Which is a whale point of view, I understand, but yeah, definitely.
Well, good guys. I thought about just checking out this Wii Rainbow Road T. It looks like the T version. We got the silver Me Racing suit, Larry Wintertime, Volendam, Shy Guy Ninja, and then also the DK Me Racing suit. So some really, this is pretty glamorous top shelf, man. It's got some Boomerang drivers, Coinbox drivers, Lucky 7 drivers, even a Giant Banana. Man, that's an interesting top shelf there, for what it's worth. Then for carts, ooh, look at the Super Rummy Rider, I believe.
That's a natural buff.
It's a natural buff. We like natural buffs on the supers. A little rough across the board otherwise. I will say this one keeps showing up in my meta, this Flowery Bandwagon, as a potential good investment for me.
As do those ice cream buses. They keep on popping up as well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch the mini buses. No thanks.
They're trying their best to get me to do it.
On the last track, though, Eva talks about the Cream, Toby, and Balloons be a super hit. Yeah, I actually thought about that last week too.
That kind of tempting for me too.
It's going to be an interesting one. As I don't have any options, I might actually invest in it. We'll see. What's up, Jezza? How's it going? Jezza was on Kart Talk, another Aussie. So obviously heard Luca's voice and got a little excited there. Hopefully you guys are good friends and can hang out later down under. Prisca, what's going on? How are you doing? You're never too late. We'll actually be doing a little battle mode here in a second. Crested Peak Boomerang's actually not good on this. Good with one entire set of half pipes skipped. Interesting. Swiftjar, welcome back, man. How's it going? Yeah, I got some Aussies. We got some Aussies in here now. We'll have to see.
Hey.
Cool. All right, that's Rainbow Road T. Actually, no. Let me look at Gladders. All right, so you get the fire.
Shout out again to a really cool Kart Talk episode a few days ago with the All Australia cast. That was a lot of fun to listen to.
And Matt Aldridge.
Aldridge, yeah.
Yes.
We already knew. I didn't originally have him in the cast because I wanted to say all Aussie or Aussie takeover, just throw it out there. So just like I didn't want to have to keep adding the caveat, but the StudFAM asked for him to join, so I had to let him join, and so I said, hey, you know what, Matt, you're gonna have to put up with people calling you Aussie. You're just gonna have to deal with it, man, because it was an Aussie takeover. Matt's just gonna have to deal with it. And he'll just know that we love him. But no offense taken. But yeah, it was an Aussie takeover. It was a beautiful episode. Part 2 will probably be coming when Mario Kart Tour brings back Sydney. The community has spoken. I will say this Fire Manta has been pretty beast lately. Had a really slow start. considering. But man, I've been using it a lot lately. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it seems like it's been pretty useful.
I watched your video, with the MKT, the toolbox one.
Yes.
With Sam 718. I found he was quite an interesting fella. Do you think? I was thinking about having a go with that toolbox. I haven't really sort of seen what it exactly will do and give me, but I'm going to give that a shot. I think maybe later on today or tomorrow or something. See what happens.
Yeah. Actually, it might be good. Might be good for me to connect you to Sam 7IT, because one of the things he wants to work out is the All-Cup ranking calculator or simulation, and so he's looking for a couple beta testers. So I'll be beta testing at this tour, at least for the first 7 days of the tour. That I'll be able to do All-Cup ranking. But if you want to, he's still tweaking some things with the battle mode and whatever. But he would love someone to try it out and use it and kind of test it if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
No one else better than you two, man, because you're crushing it. Are you gonna do another top 10 this tour?
No, not this tour. I just don't have the time. And I would like to have more tickets than I do. I've spent a lot last tour, so no, I don't need the aggravation. I kind of get a little bit stressy in those 2 weeks if I'm going for top 10.
Yeah.
So I think my girlfriend wonders what the hell's going on with me. So I think I'll leave it for a while. I think build up some tickets.
Yeah, fair enough. I will say I just got this purple Me racing suit. Had to get the Me tax. I will say I do like this purple Me tack, this purple Me suit. If no other reason than it's not Ravens purple. It is. It's a beautiful.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
It is not Ravens
It's
purple.
more like it's closer to the Minnesota Vikings.
It is closer
to the
Vikings.
Yeah. But it's also even closer to perhaps like the Northwest University football.
Okay.
Like in the. Are they in the Big Ten? They got a purple like that.
Well, as a Saints fan, I'm not the biggest Vikings fan. I will be honest.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, it's I had to mention that because we do have a new winner in our fantasy football league that we have for our channel. So big shout out to You Can't See Me or You Can't See Star. Just won, beat out Jeeves for champion of our fantasy football league with E. Deedle in third place. So GG's everyone. It was a fun season. It was a blast. Now we're in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. I will say the Ravens are god awful. They are one of the worst playoff teams this year in the league. So it'll be interesting to see if they even score any points this upcoming Sunday against the Bengals. I don't know how you feel. How you feel, Brian?
We are fully, needing Lamar to have a chance for Lamar to come back. It's not even a certainty that he will. Just re-sign Roquan Smith to the richest inside linebacker contract in NFL history. 5 years, $100 million yesterday. So that's a good long-term move. But yeah, congratulations to UNT Scar. It was an impressive win, and thank you again, StudFit and Tabor, for largely putting this league together. It was a lot of fun. And I'll just, congrats again, UNT Scar. It's impressive because on paper, to me, E. Deedle and Chicago Beefs Jeeves had the best teams, but on paper doesn't always win. I remember UNT Scar and I were discussing some trades earlier in the season. He really put his team together well. While I'm going off on a football tangent, to bring it back to Mario Kart, I just want to mention, if I have one critique of
let me interrupt you. I'll let you finish, but I just want to give a huge shout out to Puffton, who gifted 5 memberships to Priska, Mark 627, High Mileage Low Rent, Bobcat Tamara 988. Thank you very much, Puffton. Appreciate that. And then 2 announcement. We're gonna be doing battle mode now. So I just posted the code. Any of you guys can join in. I see Jeep's already joining in. But if you want to, the code is 86957964. I put it. It's on YouTube. It's in the chat. But I want to put that out there. So while people are joining, you can finish what you're saying, Brian. So go ahead.
Oh no, it's cool. Like I just wanted to. It's cool that Jeeves is in there again. Congrats. I mean, he had a strong fantasy team. But no, I just as we're gonna start playing the Rainbow Road, I just really wanted to mention. I got into Mario Kart with the Wii, a bunch of years back, and this was definitely one of the more memorable courses. However, if I have one critique, and it's not really the fault per se of the development team, because we all know that the courses they've done, they only got so much they can do on a smartphone versus a game console. But one of the things that I remember being cool and different about the Wii Rainbow Road was it was very difficult in the beginning, especially with going out of bounds and falling into space, similar with Wario's Gold Mine. And the fact that it's kind of like going to the bowling alley and they're putting those bumper guards into the gutters, and it's, you hit the pins, and it's kind of like that feeling, if anybody felt close to the Wii versions back in the day. But again, I gotta hold the critique a little bit, because it's a smartphone. So what they've been able to do is impressive if I look at the glass half full.
Gotta look at the glass half full. We got 2 more spots, it looks like, to join battle mode. So we'll be doing six battles, 2 spots open. So again, if any of you guys listen at home, if you're, don't be shy, feel free to join in. Looks like now we got one last spot. Code is there on the screen, 86957964. Again, we'll just do 6 races and have some fun. Also, saw SwiftJar out there back. Definitely check out SwiftJar's channel at SwiftJar, kind of like StudFit, just a compound word. Doing some really cool stuff, doing some really cool tie-ins with Mario Kart 8 and some other old stuff too. So definitely give him a nice subscription if you haven't already. If we don't have anyone wanting to join, Brian,
I'm gonna try to get in there.
You want to try?
Yeah. One second. I put in the wrong code first, and now I think I'm gonna. Let's see.
We'll see if someone beats you to it. We'll see. Not mistaken. We got about 15 minutes to do about 6 races. I think we'll be good. It's always fun. It's always fun wrapping up. I will say, as we're kind of wrapping up the reaction, Santa Me, I think, is a huge winner this tour. Got some other space items. Sadly, you walked away a winner too. I think that's a big takeaway. Other meta items seem to walk away, getting some good buffs. It's interesting though that they got some. We got some. I guess I don't know if they're Halloween integration or whatever, but for what it's worth, we got a Ghost Valley, we got a Boo Lake, we got a Twilight House. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's kind of a scratch your head type of reaction. Got some cool commemorative items. I think overall it's a pretty average tour. Other than that, I mean, I think the big oof of the tour is that there's only 2 laps, but only like 1 real lap of Rainbow Road. I think that's the most glaring, obnoxious aspect of this tour. What do you guys think? Anything else? Kind of any major other takeaways as we get started?
Well, the other thing having battle and ranked, that's not great fun either. But how much that affects the whole sort of tour feeling. I know, I mean, just from briefly on Discord, from chatting to people, the amount of, people like crying about the Rainbow Road one lap thing. I mean, yeah, I totally agree. It's a bit stupid, but I've never been someone to, threaten to delete the game because of this, which
Sure.
I still find it strange when people do that. I find that really quite bonkers, but some people do. But yeah, like I'll have to go through it more. I haven't really, but it's not struck me as being terrible or amazing. But when you do bring in the new track, you do kind of want, that's the thing you're going to remember from this tour. That's the standout thing. So you would like them to have got that correct. But otherwise, I'll be over it in 10 minutes. It's just no big deal.
I don't know. You might have to go through some therapy there.
It's all right. I'll just triple cap on me, and I'll feel a lot better.
There you go. That always helps. Good therapy there.
No, for sure. I'm not also Kareem deleting the game anytime soon. And I see what it is with a smartphone versus the technology with the game console now. Perhaps one day, as you guys talked about on StudFit on the Kart Talk, who knows if it's shifting over back to the console in a couple of years, but in a merge. But it maybe in a couple of years, it'd be interesting if the technology gets better. I think it would be a really cool challenge on these courses to have more falls out of bounds and have it more of a challenge like that to finish first and stuff,
Yeah, okay.
I don't think falling off is really a Mario Kart Tour kind of thing. I'm sure everyone when they first got into the game was like, "What? You can't fall off?" "Oh God, I'm so good at the game. I don't worry about falling off," and so on and so forth. But when you're dealing with a game where you're slamming into walls to keep, that's part of action and stuff. I don't think having areas that you fall off is something that you really. I don't think that's congruent with the way Mario Kart Tour and its unique style of scoring would really work necessarily.
For sure, it would be strange how they would possibly merge any of that.
But in terms,
I agree, but I personally think. Sorry to interrupt, by the way, but I personally think they could add a little challenge, those little challenges. It could just be there's no walls, you could fall off and do Rainbow Road or something. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, I think they should do something with it. Why we've been saying this for ages, but to the point where no one says it anymore. But actually make the challenge challenging and actually maybe have it so where you've got the 3 stars, but then there's a 4th star, which might be, I don't know, make it 3 rubies or something, but make it something that's actually difficult, something that you might
how that
spend an hour doing and be like, God damn it, I can't get it.
The don't get hit thing with the balloons, the one that was really hard a few tours ago. That one was pretty hard. And there's a few people that you'd have to go in a couple of times, but adding an extra difficulty is a great idea, man.
No, absolutely. So my girlfriend's, she's been playing for about, I don't know, 2 months now. And I go through her cat and she leaves all those challenges not undone. And she's like, I can't be bothered with them. And I was like, yeah, I sort of see her point. They are of absolutely no consequence. The only one that I thought that I encouraged her to do was to keep the combo one, because that actually might be valuable towards you improving the game.
Yeah.
Improving in the game. Do you remember the old ones where they used to you have to, cross the line while being hit, or make 10 ultra turbos in a lap or something crazy like that, and at least then you have to think about it. But it's the same thing. It's a bit like our expert challenges, which are I mean, it's not expert. It's just how much are you going to play the game to get?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. But
yeah, Dave G also mentions another takeaway just from what's unique about this tour is the battle mode. That's very, very odd that they're... Gosh. Battle mode just being in ranked again. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yep. I won't do it, but I was thinking, if this happened more often, it would encourage me to like quad cap Meowser, which is not what I normally do. But if he's going to appear, that track appears all the time, and if it appeared in ranked reasonably often, I mean, you would have to. Eventually, if you're, up at the high echelons of the game, having a battle track is a real positive for that item.
Yeah. No, all those items. I mean, I even thought about double uncapping the Streamliner for like that the battle mode that's not this tour, or doing something with Luigi Classic, because right now I'm using Yoshi. There's situations like that where it's like maybe that makes a lot of sense because those items are really useful in those modes.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought about that. That's the reason why I was between doing the same as you're mentioning with Luigi Classic, and I ended up doing the Mii suit. But no, like
which Mii suit's there?
It's the
Bowser, Dry Bowser.
No, what actually is there? Let me go in.
I think
this tour. I'm not entirely sure, but the one that's always been there has been the Mario Mii suit.
Oh,
I think it's the Mario one. I can't remember. It's the Mario or I think it's just the Mario one. And so from all that time ago, I took him to 8 in single cats just because, and he's kept on appearing. But it's 5. It's not a great skill. But
the Dry Bowser Mii suit might be pretty, because we don't really talk about the Bowser shell because most of the drivers who have that skill are not great. But man, the Mii suit in the battle mode. I mean, could you see the Bowser shell flying around? Thing's pretty beast in battle mode.
Yeah. Is he? Is the Bowser shell? Is the Mii?
I'm almost certain that he has that weird.
I was thinking that out of the non-plus skilled ones, the one that I would probably be most likely to go for would be probably the next tier down would be potentially either Triple Banana or Bowser shell. And I also thought about Bowser shell for helping in terms of collecting tokens when it's necessary.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, there's a track where that might be. So yeah, that might be worth looking at. Absolutely.
I mean, for battle mode, having those Bowser shells bouncing off all the walls, and I don't know, there's something about it that's sneaky. Gosh, those front hits are crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. Is like now that it's in ranked, it's just it might make sense to do it that way. Thankfully for the Twilight House, I'm pretty well covered. With the Vampire Flyer, and I think is it the Candlelight Flight? But either way, I feel like I'm pretty covered on Twilight House. It's that battle mode 1, whatever it's called. That's the one that's probably the most tricky of the three.
Yeah. I think do you have the Black Rate Sail? Because that's
Black Rate Sail. That's what it is. Yep, of course. I have a quad.
Oh, you have a quad? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, something I thought.
So did you quad? What did you quad? You done the Wonderful Wings, or you just kept everything triple?
So in terms of quad capping, I've got Kart's Yellow Off-Roader and Moo Moo Off-Roader.
Nice hit.
In terms of gliders, Boo Masks, I think that's it.
Boo Masks, okay.
Yeah. I said I wasn't going to quad cap any Karts because the coverage of them is more difficult than gliders. And so I thought I would quad maybe gliders and maybe drivers were necessary, but not Karts. But when the Moo Moo came along, I was like, I'm just going for it. And then I thought, no, Yellow Off-Roader has had its time. And then last tour, I was like, okay, I have to do Yellow Off-Roader as well. It's just too good. Now I'm just waiting for the Red Off-Roader to do, if relevant. They're too good. But generally, I wouldn't say quad capping is a great idea, except for maybe pertinent drivers.
Yeah.
I did the exact same thing, man. My first triple cap driver. I do spend on the game and everything. Last tour, I did gold me all the way to quad cap because I like to spread my resources out. Now I'm happy that I've never taken things up to a triple cap because now I focus more on the Miis because I know they'll beat all the older drivers hitting coin boxes on all tracks. So I did Moo to 8 quad cap instantly, had 2, and then did yellow off-roader as well because of just how good it is. And then 8 to 1 up was the glider of choice.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't have 8-bit 1-up.
Wow.
No, I don't have it.
I have it, but it's a like level 3 or something. I never use it.
That's
There's
insane.
I looked at all the tracks that it could still offer me now, and there's only 2 tracks where it would offer me something where I don't have something that's triple capped. It just shows you that, you know. I think, what tour did it come out in? It came out with some other gliders, and I think I went for them.
It was pre-gotcha, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I neglected it for a while, and then I had to go in a couple tours ago.
PT Piranha tour.
Yeah, yeah, I took that straight to 8 double capped, even though it was banana, but I was like, it was so good for me on that tour. So I took, and so, yeah. It just never,
Yeah,
It wasn't until Cooper
like
Cape.
8 overlaps or something. So it's got no use for you really if you've got the other one at such a high level.
Yeah. So true.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the 1-up. I fought it for a long period of time, and then I think it was the Koopa Cape track that was in ranked, and I was like, oh man. I took it like halfway up, and then some, because I occasionally do that where I took something half up and then test things out, and then I just take it all the way up once it hits another ranked availability. So the 1-up's been really, really good for me. This tour doesn't, obviously not super useful for what it's worth. Hey, thank you very much to Layan for the kind comments about how useful the Daily Spotlight Shop. I just checked the MKT toolbox about a couple minutes ago, and Sam7 at IT has not updated the Spotlight Shop, but I plan to release that video later today or tomorrow, as soon as it's available, just to get that information to you. But Layan also makes the kind comment, hopefully I hit a million subscribers one day. I don't know if that'll ever happen with Mario Kart Tour, but this is a fun little hobby, and I just have to thank everyone who allows me to be able to do this on the side and just have fun with people. This is, I don't know, in a world where, you know, I'm a dad and work my butt off. It's nice having just a little relaxation, hanging out with my friends, doing battle mode, and talking about a cartoon go-kart. So thank you guys for allowing me to be able to do this. This is fun to hang out, especially on a random Wednesday morning. I don't know. There's some days where I wake up, I'm like, man, I got to wake up and got to record and got to be in the zone. But every time I wake up, I even had a hard time even sleeping last night because I was just so excited. So the spark's still there. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be able to do this.
We appreciate you, man. We had the most fun doing this, and it's always something that we get excited for every week or every 2 weeks as well. But just having a chat with people that we all love this game and have a laugh about it too, or have our own conversations. But it's cool, bro. So I appreciate you and
thank you
everything that you do for the community and what you did for us. So yeah,
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Ditto.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to say my own words, so I agree with Luca. I mean, I need to head out now. So,
okay.
Enjoy your multiplayer, and nice to drop in and talk to you all.
Thanks, Ronnie, man. Have a great day, sir.
Take care, buddy.
brother.
Take care, everyone.
See you, buddy.
Yeah. The fact that you're up at what time? You're up doing these videos at like 5 a.m. Was it?
Yeah, it's 7 now, but yeah, it's I wake up at my alarms at like 4:15 or so, and just kind of slowly get some coffee. And
I remember on like a few times when you were doing, pulling on the special pipe, or whatever. I would wake up on the weekend, and you were already. I'm like 5 or 6 hours ahead of you, and I'm waking up after you. But, I was like, that's true commitment, man. I tip my hat.
I appreciate that. I will say those Sunday morning pipe pulls. I love the pipe pulls. I love the Sunday morning pipe pulls. But it is nice sleeping in on a Sunday morning. I do appreciate not having to do that quite so early. Although I did enjoy pulling on pipes with you guys. Not that I had just started kind of doing it live with people versus just doing it by myself, which was way more fun. But yeah, miss the pipes. Yeah, it's weird. Pipes are weird. I'm with like a lot of you guys. I haven't really gotten a lot of stuff in the shop except for Mies. So it's really, I mean, it's actually surprising how many missing top shelf items I have comparatively from pulling on those pipes and getting all those random stuff that you never even wanted. But yeah, we'll see how the game continues, and we talked a lot about that on Mario Kart Tour, about the gacha aspect of it and the future of Mario Kart Tour. We'll see what happens, but I specifically think that I'm excited for the growth of the game, and hopefully getting people more involved. I'm really hoping that they do more with the deluxe and getting people interested in Mario Kart Tour from that community, because that community is huge. The Mario Kart 8 community. The more people they pull from there, I think that they'll be successful. Gosh.
Absolutely. I mean,
It looks like they're doing a good job with the bringing all the courses in from Mario Kart Tour into the Switch, right?
Yeah, that's the goal.
but alluding to what you were saying about, in terms of rubies and spotlight shop and things like that, it does seem, that the currency at the moment is basically, well, for people who are well established anyway, is to like, it's for coins to get tickets. It's like, the fact that rubies are being utilized a lot for high-end tickets, that's a little bit sad. That's not really what rubies should be for. So like, I think that they could improve that somehow, because at the moment all it is about is getting as many tickets as you can. And great, we've got the premium challenges that offer us, if you choose to spend money, that's fantastic. But rubies don't mean that much. Like, I don't know the last time I bought anything from the besides Mises.
Mises, yeah.
Only thing I use for rubies is getting more coins or buying them in.
Yeah.
That's it. The commemoratives are the items that I'm actually taking up because they're the better items to use anyway. So I don't need to buy anything from the shop. Apart from Larry and the Swift, I did get that too. The other one, that's it.
Yeah, Larry.
That's it.
To get Larry.
In a funny way, I would actually be more excited and like if let's say a new coin boxer came out and you could only get him once, and it was 500 rubies, which I know sounds ridiculously whatever.
Wow.
But I could then see that item then becoming quite sort of unique and strong and powerful. And whereas now, I don't know, like the rubies to buying something just seems a little bit. Okay, I'll buy them once, and now I just wait for tickets and so on and so forth, to get them up, because you're not going to buy, you're not going to buy duplicates. So that whole element of the game, I just don't really. And I'm a whale. I could go and buy rubies to do, but I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, I could see you doing that though, Kareem. If there's anyone that's going to do that, it's you.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And you're not.
Like,
you should, yeah.
It's they're handing out enough tickets, so either you have to remove the tickets, or you have to make the ruby purchase be really worthwhile. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we just wrapped up the battle mode, so congratulations to Tired Guy 000. Jeeps for second place. Wooloop, you got third. Brian Boyce fourth. Rita fifth and sixth. It's always weird jumping from single mode into multiplayer mode, and I just realized, wow, I'm not I wasn't ready for this, but it was a lot of fun. It was great, and we'll see. Hopefully, I'm gonna pull in some pipes, and then we're gonna have to wrap up. But I think overall, in general, the takeaway from this tour is the fact that we have Rainbow Road, but it's basically a one-lap track, which is unfortunate. So it's kind of like a shorter track. And then we got a battle mode track in ranked. We have double commemorative items. We got Santa Me walking away a big winner. I think overall that's kind of the takeaway, some of the highlights and lowlights of this tour. But overall, I like space stuff. This will be fun to enjoy with you guys, and hopefully I'll enjoy at least the first 7 days of the tour, and then relax and not worry so much about grinding everything, and hopefully I'll have to get my auto clicker back on and try to get these items as quick as possible, because I will not be doing any auto clicker when I'm on vacation. That's for sure. Cool, guys. Anything else I missed? Anything else? Any other takeaways? No,
You got it, man. Just I hope you get some quick tickets, man. Good luck. I know you got one.
I got one.
They're important these days. Quick tickets as well.
They are.
Balloons as high ends. Oh god, don't get me started.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys hanging out and chat with me and sharing some of your experience and some of the top shelves and everything. Overall, this tour's okay. It would have been nice to have this tour selection of tracks last tour when we had the celebration and we had all the festivities of extra tickets and other stuff, but it is what it is. So enjoy the space tour, guys. Hopefully we'll get the rundown on Friday. That would be the goal. Look out for the spotlight shot video in the next 24 hours. As soon as we get that information, I just checked, it's not available. But thank you guys, appreciate you joining until the rundown. May the frenzy luck be with you.